We're here to cover the divine masculine energy. And yes, we do cover masculine, feminine, karmic with new editions coming very soon. Now, we're going to get tucked straight into divine masculine's read. I do see these individuals this month, especially by mid-month, really looking at who they directly connect with. And, it's almost like we're going to see the light in the dark. We're going to see what's for us and what's not. We could feel these pressure points, especially because their energy can directly link to Mars. And Mars directly is in its retrograde, transitioned into the house of Cancer. And so although it's still in retrograde, there's a lot of reworking that they're going back on. And we can see this by their crowning energy here. It is really about, where they link, what they've learned. And, sometimes we can feel a little bit better by the things that we've learned and how we're learning them. But this retrograde cycle is taking them back down memory lane, really showing them what's for them, what's not for them. Some of them can be feeling extremely tired during this time, maybe more irritable than natural. So if you are a divine masculine listening, this can be some guidance for you as you do transition through this month. Now, your path and where you're going, although you may not be feeling you're where you're meant to be, it is showing you what you do and don't want, especially as we do look to the past position. We do have the Lion and the Deer, and it's in reverse. There can be some childhood conditioning that you're moving away from. There could be some circumstances that you feel you need to really go out and get what you want. And you can find there's some obstacles as per se. You also could be finding that with groups and connections, even in your workplace. It could be that you're not feeling you're resonating with certain things. You may not reacting to it at this point in time, but I feel you're moving away from being in this passivity. I feel you're going to be directly integrating and, starting to look at really your razor sharp energy of where you're going and where you feel most connected to. For some of you, you can be reaching out to like-minded individuals, also your counterpart energy, but really looking at the yin and yang inside yourself of both where your emotional needs are and your physical needs are. As we're proceeding forward, although I do see some stumbling blocks, especially if you are, getting into this comfortable space of needing to communicate, it is better to journal or to do some meditation or to express how you're feeling at a very gradual level. For some of you, you are just using your intuition and feeling it's better left unsaid. And there could be some very difficult conversations that maybe you need to have, and you're trying to mull over, okay, how do I directly address that? I do think what you're committed to and what you're not is going to be shown to you. And for some of you, it can be that you're walking away from commitments that you feel just don't resonate with you at this point in time. Now, I do feel the light of, it's almost like when we do choose what we're doing, be it we've actually started implementing those goals, we generally feel once we have decided to take action, that some of those pressure points can be alleviated. And I think what you were really looking for is some sense of guidance and light. And I feel it's through the pressure that you've actually received that. It's really spoken very clearly to your soul about what is working for you and what is not. And, where your strengths are, what boundaries you have to make with certain individuals, be it it's a workplace, a karmic relationship, a family-related dynamic, your physical environment, or within your own body. I feel a lot of you also are looking over your diet, your nutrition, and wanting to really integrate and, transform your life, and realizing that a lot of the things maybe that you're going through is to do with vibrations and the environments that you're being in. So it could be, stress eating or stress drinking, and really looking at those patterns and going, okay, how can I get myself into an integrated state so this pressure is actually off? And I feel a lot of tension through the third eye at this point in time. Now, on your bottom row, yeah, it's almost like some things can be over-exaggerated. So if you do feel extremities and energies, and again, I feel yourself putting a lot of pressure on yourself, almost like, okay, I need to actually achieve, I need to get from point A to point B in 2.5. You're going to have to trust your instincts. And again, it is very difficult, especially with our previous Mercury transits. However, I do feel something can become bigger than it's needing to be, or you are making something bigger of your life. It's almost like, okay, I'm no longer willing to, just take sloppy seconds. I'm ready to really jump in the deep end and make my life something that feels really resonates with me. Mixing and socializing and connecting with like-minded individuals. And I feel, the heart chakra, it's telling you what is in alignment for you. There can be a lot of nostalgia for some of you, or you're going down memory lane of connections of the past, your twin flame, for instance. But the cosmic heart, there are some endings, there are some new beginnings that you're having, but there's also an element of excitement that can come for a lot of you. Even through painful experiences, they can be the best teachers. And there can be some painful experiences that, it's almost like the fear of rejection. It's like, okay, what if I do this and it doesn't work? Dealing with very maybe spiritually taxing or tedious circumstances that need addressing, can be quite prickly to the touch. But you're also feeling as though, this is something that really needs addressing at this point in time. And unless it's addressed moving forward, it's actually going to cause a physical blockage in your path as you do proceed ahead. Even though I see you guys, the right choice. Okay, the card's in reverse. Pardon me. Now, this right choice energy, it's almost like, sometimes we can be quite blurred in our vision because of empathy, understanding. For some of you, it could be that you have to make a difficult choice. Maybe that is not right for everybody. And you could be trying to find this middle ground of appeasing and making everyone happy. But ultimately speaking, it's about choosing the right choice for you and also operating with integrity so that the rest will follow suit. It can be that the decision that you're about to make, other people may not directly agree with. And you can still be navigating these waters as we do proceed through January and February. However, what I am seeing is, this thing that you're tackling head on can be rectifying some incorrect choices. Changing those things. Some of you are saying to yourself, it can't be changed now, it's set in stone. This is where I find to myself, I do directly feel it's the frustration that is going to push you to realizing you do have a choice. And there are maybe some delays temporarily, but ultimately by you reviewing it and spiritually coming to terms with it, you're going to empower yourself. And just really remember at this top row with the yellow energy coming through is when you have the clarity and you keep coming back to the same mindset of, okay, this is what I want for my future. And then we come to the excuse point of, oh, heck, I've gone wrong, everything's failed. It's almost like the psychology surrounding the situation can really dictate how the outcome's going to be. And I feel if you just have that self-awareness, it's going to help you navigate through the storm of this decision that you're attempting to make. I do feel overall there is a lot of nostalgia, especially where it does come to your destined path and your physical outcome. We will check in with your energy next week. If you do like content like this, remember to subscribe. We have weekly editions that come out. And right now we do have the feminine and the karmic third party out. We will see you soon and hope you take care.